Good morning, beautiful people. How are you today? This is your host, Erin. On Your Story is Not Over, You're Still Writing It. I want to talk to you a little bit about today, about you're in control of what you think. You're in control of how you feel about situations. Now, I want to point out what I mean by that specifically. We all have our own emotions. We all have our own feelings. Us as humans in society, though, we tend to allow other people's to influence us in ways that probably isn't very healthy for us as a person. All of us have different kinds of friendships. All of us have different kind of romantic relationship, work relationships. It is actually really, really easy for someone to end up influencing you about your situation, influencing you about how and what and where you're going through. That's why this podcast is so important. That's why it's so important to get to know who you are, what you want, what you like, and not allow anyone else to change that. I said you are in control of what you think. That is exactly what I mean. So if you are in a relationship with somebody, we're just going to use this as an example. It doesn't matter what kind of relationship. Like I said, it can be a work relationship, a friendship. It can be a romantic relationship. All of us as humans have flaws. Everyone. Nobody out there is flawless. If you are, please send me a picture and underneath it write the name Jesus. Like I said, we are all have flaws. When you care about somebody, your friend, your coworker, when you truly care about that person, you're going to look past their little flaws. And they're going to look past yours. Understanding the good is what matters. This being said, inviting the wrong kind of person into your circle can cause so much negative conflict. Let me repeat that. Having the wrong kind of person in your circle can cause negative impact. What do I mean by that? If you have a group of friends and y'all are all unique in your own way and love each other for it, and you put another friend in that group and everything's going good at first, and then that friend starts nitpicking little flaws, that friend can nitpick to one other friend about a different one. Eventually, with enough of those kind of negative seeds planted, all you're going to be able to do is focus on the negative and not the good. Wow. Kind of crazy, huh? Think about that for a second. You could have a solid foundation of a friendship. But unless you are willing to step back and see that somebody that is hurt and that is negative is trying to cause pain, because hurt people hurt people. Heard that quote from a friend. Love it. Makes so much sense. Hurt people hurt people. Misery seeks company. That being said, misery and hurt people, they don't want other miserable people and hurt people. They want to bring the good person, the happy person, down to their level. That empowers them. That makes them feel like they accomplished not being alone. Instead of changing their mindset and raising their bar up, they try to drop your bar down. They try to change your values. They try to change the way you look at things. They try to change the way you look at certain people. And over enough time, they can actually do this. They can actually truly blind you to what is right in front of you in life. It's actually a little scary if you stop and think about it. So, you see where it is so important to know yourself, know what you want, and where you want to be. And to understand everybody can be influenced. Be cautious about what you put in your circle, in your life. There is not a person out there that cannot be influenced over time. It is up to you and only you who you want in your circle, who matters. If you have these people in your circle and you love them dearly and they matter to you and you don't want to lose them, but you allow this negative, this hurt, miserable person into your circle, into your life, they're going to take it down from the inside out. Because misery loves misery and hurt people like to hurt people. And you can't really hurt the person that's already been hurt. Think about that. I challenge you to stop. I challenge you to really analyze how positive and how negative you, not anyone else, you are truly looking at your immediate circle, at your career, at your family, and see if there's something you can do to change your mindset, to change your actions that might trickle down into the rest of your working relationships. Everybody have a beautiful day. Remember, you're freaking awesome. Make your day awesome too. Peace out. Catch you next time on Your Story's Not Over. You're Still Writing It.